and James! And we found the idol together. And so we're hoping that we can get through to this round. We're very nervous. Now would be the time to tell me.
Yes. Do you think that there's a potential, since it's so late in the day, that it could be the person with most votes, then next highest votes, since it's a double, since they need to get rid of 3 today?
Potentially, if so, play the idol on me. Okay. And so we have a plan going into Tribal, and we're going to be sitting here, and Amanda's not going to be sitting here anymore.
That is true.
Her number is being pulled, and it's time for her to head to the jury house.
You're about to get her last
Ryan.
confessional.
Yes, you are, and she's going to say hello to Ryan for us.
Yes.
So we're kind of good on like content for us. If you want to.
Cool. Sounds good.
Do you?
All right, that's it for Jeff and James. We're gonna split them up and start doing normal confessionals.
James, you're gonna do first.
Okay.
Jeff, we're gonna have you go last out of everyone. So you can
All right, we're gonna go with just James.
Just make sure when you in your phone call, tell Skylar to like tell Jerica. Haha.
Okay, cool.
Say that again, please.
James.
Correct. Okay, count us down, please.
5, 4. All right. So last night was a crazy tribal. I was definitely maybe a little bit over paranoid, but also at the same time my PTSD was kicking in because I had gotten 8th place before. I do know that Amanda has been wanting to get me out for rounds now, but she just didn't have the opportunity or the numbers to do it. I had too much of a thumb on the pulse for the game. Going into today, me, Jeff, and Angela were actually going to blindside Danny at this tribal. The 3 of us were going to vote for him, whereas Meredith and Danny would vote for Amanda, and then who cares what Amanda and Lena were going to do. It would have been a 3-2-2 vote, but as fate would have it, Danny pulled out the puzzle, whatever. Good, because the rough plan is to vote for Amanda. So going into this vote, I feel very good. We do have an idol. Nobody knows that we have it, I don't think. I'm mildly nervous about a Danny Meredith connection and them flipping and voting me out, but I just don't see why they would do it. I am super nervous about it though, and so if I get an inkling, I'm gonna kind of nudge Jeff and hopefully he'll play the idol on me. Kind of had Angela make sure she had her thumb on the pulse for this round since me and Jeff were chained together. I really hope that I don't somehow accidentally slide out the door in 7th place, because we do have an idol. It feels like we have the numbers. It makes sense for everybody's game to get rid of Amanda. Meredith told Jeff she wants to take me to the end because she thinks I've been pissing everyone off, which no matter what I say, I'm gonna piss people off and I'm just gonna have to atone for it at the end. And if I get 1st, 2nd, 3rd, it's whatever. I'm happy either way. But I really just hope that we get Amanda out, because that would be my favorite vote out of this whole time, because she's been sneakily coming after me for rounds and rounds and rounds and thinks I have no fucking idea about it, which is another reason why I think that I'm in an okay place, because otherwise she would probably know about it. I just got to get through this, and then me, Jeff, and Angela at least have 3. I really don't feel like Danny's going to do me dirty right now. I think he has some PTSD from being a bigger target in previous games and being one of the only targets, so he got sniped out because of it. I did make a final 2 with him yesterday, so I really feel like I should be okay right now. But you never know, it's Survivor, anything could happen. Jeff is gonna have the idol on him. If either of us feels like I'm really at risk, he'll play it, because we're gonna have numbers going into the next rounds no matter what. Jeff assured me that he made a final 2 with Meredith a long time ago, so that I would feel like that would take precedence, and Danny is kind of like really a wonderful human that's like not getting into any confrontation, unlike me. So I feel like Meredith would be smart to wanna take me to the end as opposed to taking Danny. So I'm trying to think logically, I'm trying to think numerically, the problem for me is that I see if they take me out, it's anybody's game. It's like everybody's connections to me is severed and they have to all rely on each other, and I feel like I'm kind of a linchpin right in the middle, and that's why I get all the information. So I have to get out of my own head, but I also have to be rational enough to kind of read the room, see how I feel, see what my gut tells me, because I came too far to go out right now, especially with the idol in Jeff's pocket, which I'm so happy that he got it, but fuck, I looked so hard this morning, and we were chained together for 35 seconds, and we found it. We just were walking, we went to go walk and talk just to have like a little ha ha hee hee hoo hoo, look at us, and as we were walking back, he's like, James, 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 and sees it. And so, I mean, I feel like I should get through this round. If I don't get through this round, I'll get to see Jorge in a jury house. So either way, it's like win-win. I'm happy. I feel like a real survivor out here. We're playing real survivor challenges. I'm making fire and collecting wood and blindsiding bitches. And so I am just ready to keep going. I don't want my journey to end here. And that's that.
Nice. Hey, good luck.
I know. Great timing.
Are you ready?
Yeah, born ready.
Can you move over just a little bit? That's good.
Yeah.
Count us in when you're ready. 10 seconds.
Good afternoon. I think it's afternoon. I have no idea. I woke up this morning. Okay. I woke up this morning feeling super sick. So I've been trying to kind of just to lay low for most of the morning. This morning people started off just diving into the woods, talking to each other. Our plan was to go for Danny this round. Danny happened to win individual immunity. So I think I've weighed all the options, and I do think that voting Amanda this round is for the best. I don't think I'm in jeopardy at all this round. It seemed to be between James and Amanda. I've talked to several people. The longer I can keep James in this game, I feel like the better off I am, because if he leaves, I think the target's going to turn more towards me or Danny. And I think Danny's better at individual immunity challenges than I am, so I'm willing to keep James as long as I possibly can. I also made a final 3 with Jeff and Meredith, but Jeff and Meredith also have a final 3 with James, who also have a final 4 with James, Jeff, Meredith, and Danny. I've tried very hard not to make final deals with people. I'm doing things a little bit differently than I normally do in games, and I'm hoping it works out for me. So hopefully this vote is going to be very straightforward.
Cool. Thank you very much, Ash. Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
So we got a really cool experience this morning getting to do the auction. I feel like that's kind of like an OG Survivor thing. So everyone's been talking about it the whole time that maybe we would get to do that. So that was super exciting and fun. I was happy to get the advantage, even though it didn't help. But I think to show that I could win another challenge is always good. Puzzles, especially puzzles with no corners, anything like that, usually not going to be a win for me. Back at camp, things are oddly calm. People talked for like 20 minutes, and then everybody's been kind of hanging out. If anyone leaves, somebody follows them type of situation right now. So I don't know if there's things that I don't know about, or if people are just feeling secure in their alliances right now. But I would expect kind of a big player to go home at this tribal.
So Amanda, who is the vote tonight?
I'm voting for James, who has been kind of my ally from the very beginning. He was one of the original 3 Blizzard that are left, but he's a good player. I think he could make a great pitch to the jury. I think that's been shown in how he acts during tribal. So that is who I'm putting my vote on, because we got to get him out of there. He's also very good at manipulating other people and getting their votes. So that's where we're kind of going. It's been a little difficult with James and Jeff being attached, but I think we have conveyed the message to Jeff.
So after James is gone, who becomes your number 1?
You know, I've been working with Meredith some. I think that we are kind of the underdogs, and that people are underestimating the game. But really, I was sitting there thinking about it today. With team challenges and individual challenges, I have won more challenges than every other person. I have always been in the minority and moved things. People, I think, listen to what I have to say. I think I have, a good strategy on things, but I don't know that necessarily people see me as a threat. So I think that kind of behind the scenes, I've been able to control some of the things at this last bit of time at camp, including, I think, this James thing that we threw up. I think the obvious choice would be Lena. I think James will be a surprise. Now, if James has an idol, that will change things.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, spirits are a little lower this time, I'm sorry. I feel like everyone around me is like, oh, I never know what to talk about in my confessionals, and I have too much to talk about, so let's get into it. Yeah, since I saw you last, it's definitely been the hardest 12 hours of this game. It's not often that I felt like it felt, if you watched Tribal last night, I don't think it was my best moment, but I think it was someone else's worst moment. That hurt. That really stung. Everything that James said, I know it was not a personal attack, but it felt very personal, and it really shocked me to my core, because the game he described is not the kind of game I want to play. I've really prided myself on being loyal. I was incredibly loyal to Alex and Josh, and especially Ryan, even when it was probably to the detriment of my game. So for him to say all of those things, it just felt like it was like a punch in the gut of I haven't been playing this game that I thought I was. And then to have that happen in the same moment that my closest ally and my closest friend in the game is voted out, it felt like, who do I have to turn to? Who do I have to decompress this with? the only silver lining being that Ryan told me that he was willing to write James's name so that I could stay in the game. And he did that, and it was just like, are you obsessed with me? Like, what is this? I'm just kidding. But it was absolutely insane to me. I don't think I can think of a better person than Ryan. And I just want to do him proud. I want to make sure that he didn't do that for nothing and that I can keep going in this game. And as I was leaving Tribal, I started to, I had a complete breakdown. And luckily, every single person on my tribe came up to me and was just absolutely so wonderful and said, that's not how you're playing. James is just trying to be, extra for the cameras and paint a target on your back and blah, blah, blah. All these things that, may or may not be true. All that mattered was I didn't want to leave this experience feeling like I was unliked both by my tribe mates and by the people watching. And I didn't want those people who are watching and supporting me to feel not proud of me. So they really helped ease those fears. So all of last night, I was I just gotta get through the night. And I don't think I have any water left in my body not to cry out, but that's good because I have work to do today. So I'm walking around. I think I need to survive another round. I need to get through another round so Ryan didn't do that all for nothing. So I'm walking around like a kicked puppy, mostly because I am. I said to Jeff, I was I'm on a sad girl walk right now. I was walking around with Kleenex in my hand, which is the opposite of a hot girl walk, but it's actually really hard because I can't turn off the hot part, so it's a hot, sad girl walk. And I've been doing that all day. Most of it's true, but also I'm playing it up a little bit because I keep hearing that I'm a threat. I don't want to seem like a threat. I want to seem like someone who has been kicked down on their luck, and now somebody can scoop me up into their plans and pull me with them so that I can get to the end. So that's how I've been playing it up. I think that's what's best for my game. Some people may think I'm giving up. I hope that's what they think I'm doing, so they keep me around and don't see me as this threat. Now, going into the immunity challenge, I wanted to win it. It was not my challenge, so I'm really hoping that I can just rely on the people around me. I also have a special advantage. I don't know if it's a bad idea. I don't think I'm going to play it this vote because I don't know if it will matter for me this vote, and I think it's more important to hold on to. And I also used it as collateral with Danny. So there's two plans that are happening. I hope one of them is true. I hope they're not trying to get me out because I swear to God that I can't take it. But then I'd be reunited with Ryan, so we'll see. So some people want to get James out, some people want to get Amanda out. Danny is really trying to push to get Amanda out and told me they would sign their vote with a star so they knew that was legit because I'm looking for another Ryan. I'm looking for a ride or die ally that I can keep, that I can trust, because that's just the game I'm playing. I'm playing a loyal game where I can trust one person so I don't feel like I have to scramble so much. And I told them, if you do that, if we make it through this vote and I make it out alive and everything you've told me is true and you sign your vote with that star and I get out Amanda, who's been very good to me and very nice to me, I will show you what this is as a way of building trust. Because then I've been going through the scenarios of keeping James over keeping Amanda. Personally, I want to get out James. I cannot stand him. Whatever. I'm sure he's a nice person outside of the game, but as a player, we just don't jive. We have opposite playing styles. But getting rid of Amanda would, I think, make duos. So there's Angela and James, there's Danny and me, there's Meredith and Jeff. Amanda's a wild card, and I don't know which direction she'll go. I think me and Amanda at a final 3 would have similar games to talk about than me and James. I also think the people on the jury right now, I might have more competition with Amanda in a final 3 situation than I would with James. We'll see. What else? Is that too much?
That was perfect.
Yeah?
That was good confessional, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Did you like the part about the hot sad girl walk?
Surprise! I won the challenge! Oh my god. It's day 7 in the game, and I woke up today being like, now is the time to activate beast mode. I have to run full force at the end of this game. I know my name has been out there for multiple rounds, so to have some comfort and safety at this like tribal council feels amazing. I have to now position myself in a way that I have other big threats around me that I can kick under that bus and run over on my way to the end, because if I don't and I take out somebody really big this round, I'm going to find myself as the next biggest threat and just on the jury with them. So, luckily, I feel like all of the dominoes are finally falling into place, and it is time for Amanda to be out of this game. I have been pitching her name since she was abducted and brought to our camp. She says that she's not somebody that is playing a good game or somebody that is like under the radar or has zero chance at winning this game. She just doesn't want to be a 0-vote finalist. Yeah, you aren't going to get 0 votes. You're going to get a lot of votes, Amanda. You have the best underdog story, and if we let you get to the end, you're a lawyer. Like, I don't want to sit next to you. So if I can take out Amanda this round, then it leaves James still in the game, who's a big threat, Angela still in the game, who's a big threat, and Lena who's a big threat. Those are 3 people I can knock out in these next rounds and find myself with Meredith and Jeff. Now, I know everybody is thinking about wanting to go to the end with Meredith and Jeff, so I have to think of a way to either get myself with them or cut one of them so another spot is open. But I'm just trying to open up as many avenues as possible so that I have multiple paths to the end of this game. I still have an idol that I'm holding on for and can play at either the final 6 or the final 5. I haven't decided what I wanted to do with that yet. I'm hoping I can win another immunity and then throw the next one, get like, oh, I'm gonna go home in 5th again, blah, 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 whip out the idol, then do something. But I think for right now, my best move in this game is to take out Amanda, position myself well with Lena, keep my close relationship with Meredith and Jeff, and then work on eliminating Angela and James because they are the biggest threats that stand in my way of getting to the end. Having won this challenge gave me a lot more agency this round, so I definitely was talking with a lot of people and got most of the people on board to do the Amanda vote. I convinced Lena of it. I convinced, I didn't think there was much convincing for James. He already wanted to do it, but really got Meredith and Jeff on board as well to see that if we take out Amanda, Amanda's a threat to their game. Amanda is being seen as someone that people want to take to the end. Okay, Meredith and Jeff, you are also people who people want to take to the end. So if you take out her, that opens up another spot for you. I feel like it's just a good play for everybody all around, and we can take out somebody that is a big threat in this game. Amanda, you are not going home because you are going to soak up a spot. You are now going to be going home because you are a huge threat. Your resume has started to build, and it's time for me to lop that off at the knees. I love you, girl, but it's time for us to get a divorce.
Hell yeah.
Woo-hoo. Thanks.
Okay, so since our last travel, since the last time we spoke, we did the 3-3 split on Lena and Ryan. Tribal went a little off the rails. James kind of went real hard into Lena. I think he alienated a bunch of people with that speech. So I think that may have reduced his threat level a little bit, just because I think a lot of people are not happy with the way that he handled that. Additionally, Lena and Ryan coordinated their vote, and he essentially gave up his spot, and Lena's still in the game, and Lena voted for Ryan. I'm assuming that means that Lena still has an idol, if they would have had one, because she knew she was safe. She also won an advantage. We had the auction today, which is really cool to be a part of. I got an awesome McDonald's breakfast, which, of all the fast food, that's what I'm going to pick, is a McDonald's breakfast. So I was very psyched with that. And a coffee, which really made everything worth it. Also, James and Jeff underestimated me and Amanda again, and we ended up winning the Synergy Challenge. So now we had an advantage at the Immunity Challenge, which turned out not to matter, and Danny just crushed it in like 30 seconds. He went so fast. That is not my challenge. I knew I was going to need I would have needed 5 minutes head start to win that one. I don't have that ability to keep my mind in two different places, but looking forward, I think to have a shot at winning, I have to win at least another immunity or find an idol or find something. I think right now the only person I could probably be at Tribal is maybe Angela and maybe Jeff, because I feel like we're kind of in the similar situations, unless I think it's very possible that Jeff has things that he's found that he's waiting to play. I think the next couple this next one seems like it's going to be pretty straightforward. I don't know, maybe they're fucking lying to me, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of things are going to start being played in the next couple of rounds, so we'll see how that switches into things. But it's been a lot of fun. See how it goes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Alrighty, what a day. I really tried that challenge. I was getting it together, but Danny had the way better tactic of building it up vertically. So that sucks for me. I would like to have double safety because even though I was tied up to James, I say double safety because guess what your boy found? Oh, this is wild. I can't even find condiments in the fridge staring me in the face. Like, this is stupid. Like, this should have been found real quick by Lena, but it wasn't for some reason. So now I gotta play this very, very smart. If you saw the last confessional with James, I had a theory because we have limited time and so many people to get rid of. I hope that is not the case because I don't want to burn my idol and then not have it later. While having an extra ally in the game is good, having an idol is also like still having that ally. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see how things go, but I'm hoping that Amanda goes. I'm definitely voting for her. I need James for my end game. He told me earlier today that even though he's my friend, he still wants to bring me because he thinks that he can out-talk me. But last night's confessional, well, I don't know about that. I've had 0 votes cast against me this entire time. I think my name has been brought up maybe twice this entire time as an option and a decoy. So those aren't even real. How am I doing this? I don't get it. Maybe people think I'm not playing as well as I am, or maybe I think I'm playing better than I am. I don't know. We'll find out the answer in good time. So, yeah.
Jeff, who are you going to be voting for at this tribal council?
I will be voting for Amanda.
Okay. And when Amanda's gone, what's the next step in your game?
Okay, probably taking out Lena, but I would love to make a move on Danny because right now, Danny is, they're just amazing, and I can't have that in the end. I can beat James, I can beat Angela, I can beat Lena, I can beat Meredith. I think Danny is the only question mark, really. So Danny is my biggest threat in the game right now.
Sounds good. Are you ready to make a phone call?
I'm ready to make a phone call, yeah.
All right.
Tell us why you get this phone call.
I get this phone call because during the auction I bid strategically and played my money right. Except for with the clue, but I didn't need it.
And tell us what you get.
I get a 5-minute phone call to my good fiance, Skylar.
Great. Can you go ahead and
My son is still in school.
only go to your contacts? Actually, I'll do it for you.
Here it is. Sorry.
Okay. And put it on speakerphone, please.
I'm good. Hi. We only have 5 minutes. You're on speaker, and you cannot talk about anything going on in the game.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, I know you get it, but I just for their peace of mind.
Yeah.
Dude,
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. It's been so long. You still love me?
I love you. You still love me?
Okay,
You found a
thank
new
God.
hoe?
Yeah. And I have not found a new hoe.
Jorge, I knew it.
Jorge, yes, dude, he's got the tan that I need for my chest hair. That's for sure. We live in Arizona. I should be tanner than everybody else here.
I know, but we're scared of the sun because it's 120.
100? Is it still that bad out?
It's 108.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's nice and breezy. I can wear jeans.
It's 108, but it's nice and breezy. Okay, that sounds good. How's Damien?
Oh, he's doing amazing.
Is he really?
So Wednesday he had a little tough day, but he only got an hour of sleep.
What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into details. We can talk about that later.
All right.
Because I don't know if this is live or not.
It is.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that later. but he made a three-pointer above a really, really tall kid in basketball.
Nice.